In the corner of Bates women's volleyball head coach Melissa DeRan's office, there stands a file cabinet. Like any file cabinet, it doesn't look all that special from the outside, but on the inside is the living, breathing story of Bobcat volleyball.
That's a pretty neat Bobcat.
There's actually every stat and score sheet in there from every single match. There's so much history in that file cabinet. In fact, when my assistant coach moved into my office with the desk, he's like, well, we might need to get rid of the file cabinet. I was like, no. Like that's sacred. You can't touch the file cabinet.
That history includes a remarkable run from 1985 through 2000, when Bates volleyball won 4 Eastern College Athletic Conference North Championships. And starting in 1993, twice qualified for the NCAA championships after the NESCAC began offering national tournament opportunities to its member schools.
You'd see that 36-0, and I always used to joke that whenever we would do burpees or any sort of consequence, I would stare at it, that and the Sweet 16 sign that's up there to motivate me. And I was like, I've never been there. I want to get there. And whatever weird conditioning we're doing at that moment is going to help me.
Established in 1967, the Bates volleyball team saw only 8 losing seasons in its first 43 years.
And volleyball at its best in Maine can be found at Bates College. Tom Karen has that story.
And so let's start with 2 hitters here. Michelle, why don't you start setting? Which side of the net? Here, that side of the net. That side of the net.
Marcia Graff has her work cut out for her. As coach of the Bates College volleyball team, the #1 ranked team in New England, Graff has the task of improving on last year.
But from 2010 to 2017, the Bobcats suffered 8 straight losing seasons. Understandably, rebuilding is DeRan's goal, and it's happening win by win.
Hannah Pinto set for Spafford Smith, and that's the match.
She arrived in 2015, and in each of her first 5 years, including a 16-9 regular season mark this year, the team has successfully increased its win total.
Hopefully being here now and going on 5 years and wanting to be at Bates for long term, being able to, now we can kind of address those things and get some of that continuity back. And I think that's when you'll find that, the history and things like that will become even more relevant.
One way DeRan is making that history relevant is by trying to build relationships with the alumni who established the winning Bates volleyball tradition.
We recognize that all of this and what we're doing is kind of built on your shoulders, and we just like to get to know you, and we'd like to reconnect with all of you.
Eastern Connecticut.
And Cortland. Remember, Cortland was the team that was ranked. I'm almost positive.
I think you're right.
And we beat them.
Yep.
All-American Rachel Clayton and Lori Plant Grommen were members of the undefeated ECAC champion 1989 Bobcats. Clayton played 3 varsity sports at Bates.
Our team is great. Everybody loves everybody in the team. We're all great friends. And that makes the team all that more special because you can work a lot better and you can be a lot more united on the court.
Volleyball was the best. It was the best sport there. It was the best sport, in my opinion, to play. And, just great coaching, great teammates. And my best memories are definitely from volleyball.
It wasn't like we were coming out of thin air that we were undefeated. We knew that. It was also just very automatic. Even in that last, you'd think we would have gotten more nervous that last match where it was for everything. And this was our last time playing all together and all of that. But it wasn't.
I don't remember any nerves at all. As a matter of fact, 36-0, sometimes I go, does it really?
Yeah.
We did that?
Yeah.
Okay, that was good. Good season, I guess.
For DeRan, connecting with alums like Clayton and Plant Grommen involves a number of steps in partnership with some recent graduates of her program. Whether it's making a video, creating a newsletter, building an alumni Facebook page, or establishing an annual alumni game, DeRan is trying it all. And she appreciates the coaches who came before her, especially the late, great Marcia Graff, who passed away shortly after DeRan was hired in 2015.
The most important thing I believe in is that we developed each player's potential, and working with each player, they're going to put enough pressure on themselves because nobody likes to lose.
The chance to be mentored by Marcia Graff is one of the biggest reasons I came to Bates. I was so excited to get to know her and pick her mind. I knew who she was. I actually got a recruiting letter from Marcia when I was in high school, so I knew kind of the legend that she was in the volleyball world.
Graff's dedication to Bates over the course of 3 decades lives on in the file cabinet in DeRan's office, in the rafters of Alumni Gym, and through the memories of alumni who DeRan hopes will continue to reconnect with the program for years to come.
In our games, anytime a volleyball pings off the ceiling in our favor, which it does quite a bit in games, all the girls are like, Marsha, she's always there scoring some points for us in some capacity.
For Bates Athletics, I'm Aaron Morse.